I have your attention, please. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Crypto Night Show. Your host, Superman, in the house, and it's good to be here. That's all I can say. We love covering crypto. We love covering PulseChain, and it's going to be a lot of fun during the show. So yeah, we got some pretty big news coming up, of course, with the big tax bill. So that's going to be pretty exciting. Trump's strategy playing out very nicely off the back of some very successful international, performance, I guess we could say. So very, very cool. Obviously back on NATO, getting 5% budgets, except for Spain, I think, And of course, they're probably going to face higher tariffs. And what else did we see? We saw, obviously, we seem to have peace holding up at the moment in Israel, Iran. So things are settled down a little bit from the looks of it at this stage. And we got the big tax bill, which is gigantic part of course, Trump's strategy. So that is very exciting to see that come into play. And of course, following that, we're expecting trade deals one after another to come out, and that should be very, very exciting indeed. So pretty cool. I've got a little bit of the Superman curls today, a little bit. We got Brennan in the house there. Howdy, Superman. Good to see you, Brennan. Now, Brennan is our TA guru in our Discord, and he's amazing. If you haven't joined our Discord, the links are in the video description. It is a private Discord, so we got, being a community member is $12.50 a month, so pretty good value. And if you want to be a strategy club member, that is $35 a month. That's excellent value. Get in there on that as well. You get lots of cool reports and insights and things like that, so definitely jump into that. And if you haven't shared the show on X, definitely share it around. Share. Sharing is caring. Helps with the algorithm as well. Pump your own bags, as they say. Pump your own bags. We got DJ and Hexkin in the house there. 5555. I'm loving that. I love the 5555s. I love the 369. It's all pretty good. We got Trev in the house there. G'day, Superman. Good to see you, Trev. Big shout out there, and hope you're doing well also. Because we're just about to get ready to rumble. Now, I do have a bridge update. So we're going to do a bridge update today, exclusive to the Crypto Night Show, of course. Just one of many things that are going to be coming ahead from the Crypto Night Show team. We got Brendan says, impressive from Trump to get NATO countries to increase defense spending to 5% GDP. Yeah, that is really huge. So long overdue. I think that equates to about $1 trillion a year. Brennan, I think it's about $1 trillion a year. So pretty exciting. We got Wookie in the house as well. Wookie is back from space. Good to see Wookie in the house. One of our community moderators. No, he's not a community moderator. He's a community leader. Big shout out, Wookie. Take us to your leader. That's himself. Takes himself. I watched a little bit of Star Wars little clips yesterday, actually. Interesting. Anyway, so let's get into it. Shall we get straight into the show? We obviously got some pretty big news. I've got it on the title: Trump's big tax bill, stocks near records, and crypto and PulseChain updates. That's kind of our coverage, but we were doing a bridge update, and that's probably we're going to check out the PulseChain later on. Obviously, things are not quite going as they should, but we are expecting a lot of bullish things coming ahead. So we just have to be patient, pick up the dips while you can. That's all we can say about that. All right, so let's get into it. We've got Infinity Me on the show there. Definitely share the show around on X. Now, if you haven't followed me on X, definitely give me a follow. We're heading towards 1,000. As you guys know, I'm having to rebuild because my decent-sized account that I used to have had about 6,000 or 7,000 followers. Have to restart again. It'll probably be like 10 or 11 now or something like that. But it's just the way it goes. They pulled it down for no good reason, probably because political statements or something, but they don't tell you why, right? They just take it down. And so that's kind of where we are at the moment on that one. So we're just building back to towards 1,000. So it's a slow start. We'll get there in the end. And don't forget to follow. All right, let's jump into the crypto markets. No, we're not. We're going to get stock market. And, of course, we got the S&P 500 ends just shy of record as chip stocks lead a tech rally. So I guess you got your 501ks, is it? 501s? I think it's 501s. then you're going up in value. And I think it's going to be nothing compared to where Trump's going to take the US economy moving forward. So I think everyone's going to be pretty excited about their retirement. Remember, you might want to switch out at the top. Just remember that, just like in normal crypto, you switch it out into safety when you think the market's done. Now we've got what do we got here? They've got the Dow Jones up almost 1%, 404 points to 43,386. Let's have a look at the max chart on that. We're not quite on the high on the Dow Jones, but we're getting there. If we look at the last 5 years? Yeah, look at the last 5 years. We got up to almost 45,000. So we've still got a bit of way to go for the Dow Jones. We're still something like 2,000 points, I think, from the top there. Not quite even that, maybe 1,600 points, let's say, from the top for the Dow Jones. But the S&P 500, however, is very much near the highs. Look at that. That's very much near the highs. So just shy at the moment is the S&P 500, up 0.8% for 49 points to 6,140. And the NASDAQ, with all the tech companies, let's have a look at that. That is pushing higher as well, up almost 1%, 194 points to 20,167. So that is pushing higher too. So pretty exciting times, suggesting that we're going to keep going up and away. And of course, under Trump's golden age of America, we're currently at 20,000 on the NASDAQ. We're going to hit 30,000. Bring it on. All right. So that's kind of where we are at the moment. The US dollar is currently at just under 97, which is crazy. It's really devaluing, relatively speaking. So as you guys know, basic economics, exports get more competitive, but arguably prices go up a little bit. But the way that Trump's reorganizing it, it's pretty crazy. Did I say 501? Yeah, 401. I appreciate that. 401k. Thanks for that. I felt like something was not quite right with that. So good to have it corrected there. Appreciate that, guys. It's 41k. Yeah, nice one. I just upgraded it to 501k. 501. We got Extra in the house there. What's up, Superman? Hey, good to see Extra. Big shout out to you. Probably you in the house as well. Great show as always. I appreciate that. Probably hope you're having a good time out there as well. All right. So that is where we are with the stocks. So very cool stuff. Pushing record highs. Now we want obviously to get altcoin season in crypto. Still waiting for that to really go. So let's see where we are. We got West Texas at the moment is up 15 cents. To $65, and Brent oil there is up 12 cents to $66.83. But basically, we are down, right? We are down on the old oil prices. Let's have a look at the last 6 months with Trump spending. Yeah, so Trump came in, it was $78.60, and now we're down at $65. So that's at about $12-13 lower. Well done to Trump. Another victory there. And as you guys know, that is the big input into the real economy. So you deal with that. That's very cool. Now we're just waiting for interest rates, right, for the money side of the society. So wait for that. Hopefully, more pressure on Powell, who's playing politics, right? He's just basically playing politics. So we'll wait for that to hopefully get capitulated. We've got gold at the moment is down 0.5%, $17 to $3,330. And silver at the moment is down 4 cents to $36.54. However, we're expecting silver to rally, right? It's going to rally these commodities. And so silver is probably going to look pretty good. We've been talking about that once it does get a rally on, it could go to $75, $125 of silver. So keep a lookout for that. Certainly broken that 30K mark or 20. It was stuck around 28. Remember that was getting hit at 28? Couldn't get past it, but now we're at 36. So you get to see what I mean? It's really starting to re-rate there. So remember to sell your silver bags when it really does a big FOMO move. Moving ahead here. So that's kind of the play there. Now we did have some interesting numbers here. I'm just trying to go through some of these. I don't want to go into the stock market details, but we had U.S. economy did contract in Q1. Tensions in the Middle East seem to be calming with the ceasefire between Israel and Iran appearing to be holding. U.S. planning to meet with Iran next week. And of course, Iran's parliament approved a bill on Wednesday to suspend operation with the IAEA, the nuclear watchdog. Well, it's nothing to watch now, is it? Nothing to watch. Anyway, the U.S. economy, domestic GDP, so it's basically your national income, shrank by an annualized 0.5% in the first quarter, according to the final revision of data on Thursday, which confirmed the first contraction since 2022 and suggested possible headwinds for the sweeping U.S. tariffs. Well, possibly, but a lot of the tariffs, are based on dumping and other stuff like that, so we probably won't see any really impact on that, and that's true with research from 2016. So it will certainly affect some products, but not some of the bigger ones that are used for inputs into the US economy. And the prior revised figure in May contracted by 0.2%, marking a reversal from growth of 2.4% in the final 3 months of 2024. Number of Americans filing new applications for jobless benefits fell 10,000 last week, but the unemployment rate could rise in June as more layoff people struggle to find work. May's personal consumption expenditure, that's a PCE, and price index reading, the Fed's preferred gauge of inflation, is due out on Friday. Very important day for that. So Friday there, that's probably going to be tomorrow, our time. You got to remember, in New Zealand, we're a day ahead. So I know it's still Thursday in the United States. So tomorrow, where it looks like we're going to get the PCE data. That's the main inflation one. Remember, the CPI and PCE data, that is the one we're looking forward to there. It will be stated carefully for cues when the central bank will ease monetary supply. Now, inflation's pretty low already, right? And we've also got, obviously, GDP coming down. This is they should be cutting rates. That's normally you would have rates similar to the inflation rate. So if inflation's 2.4%, you should have federal funds rate probably close to 2.4%, but it's not. It's 4.5%. This is what I'm saying. The Jerome Powell is a Democrat. He's already come out with statements around Democrat radical policies, supporting those, particularly around universities. He is just playing politics with this. He was happy to reduce the interest rates when Kamala was going for president, 1 percentage point, right? 100 basis points, and here we are, just nothing, even though inflations keep going down. So politics is being played, and it's a shame. It's a shame. All right, let's see where we go from there. We got the crypto markets. We're going to get into that. We got Q Baller in the house there. Morning, all. Good to see you, Q Baller. We got Blair in the house as well. Hi, all. Good to see you, Blair. And we've got Hexcavator as well. Hey, Hexcavator is here. Oh, what's up, Hexkins from Tip-Top. Big shout out there. And we've got a great crew of people in the chat there, really enjoying the chat today. Big shout out to everybody in there. We've got a comment from Brennan coming up. It's a little delayed on my studio, but it's going to get here in a minute. Next minute. What do you see? We got Jerome as a demon rat. He is playing hardcore politics. These guys are so corrupt, you wouldn't believe it. Even the guys that look like they're like your grandfather. This guys like that. Anyway, we got the markets there. Let's go full screen. Let's do it. Bam, bam, bam. There we go. Full screen. Hopefully it's a bit bigger and so forth. But we got crypto market cap. Should we zoom in on that too? Let's do the zooming. Just gonna make sure I got the right last 7 days. Yeah, I think that's good. Does that look good on the screen? Yeah, it looks pretty good. All right, so we got 3.38 trillion is the market cap, down 2.7%. Boo! Boo. Anyway, we got that down at the moment. Let's have a look at Bitcoin. We're at 107,000, so that's holding up still very, very well. So we're sitting very nicely. Bitcoin over 100K, 0.4% down today, but still holding strong at 107K. Got to be pretty happy with that. Ethereum at the moment down 0.2%, is at $2,415. We got XRP is down 3.7%, $2.11. BNB down 0.7% at the moment, $642. Solana down 3.2%, $139. Number 7 is Tron, down 0.8% at 27 cents. Doge is down 3% at just under 16 cents, actually. And then a stake Lido there has kicked Cardano to the curve, and that is sitting there down 0.3%, of course. Now, those are our top 10. The best performer today is pretty much Ethereum, I think, because it's only down 0.2%, holding at 2,415. The best performer for the week is Bitcoin, standing alone at 2.6% up green today, and that's why it's looking very good for our crypto moving forward. Bitcoin is holding strong. So very, very cool there. Now let's have a look at our top 100. We've got Say there, still dominating over the week, 31%. We've got Aptos, which is at number 41, is sitting at number 2 in the top 5, up 12% at the moment. We've got Pi Network managing to inch out number 3rd spot there, sitting at 35 in the top 100 and up 7% for the week. But, it's pretty dramatic, still down at 57 cents. And the teams, I got so many bad things to say about it, but we're going to move on. We got Budget there, up 6.3% and sitting at number 4, and then Casper there, which is at 55 at the moment, up 6% and sitting at the top 5. So those are the top 5 today. So not a lot of action there, apart from Say and Aptos there, up double digits. That's pretty much it. we got else there? We got Trev says the bug eaters are nervous. We will sanity and freedom prevail. Yeah, when will sanity and freedom prevail? 100%. I think that's the one you're trying to say. Bug eaters are nervous. Truth and freedom will prevail. That's right. Appreciate that, Trev. Absolutely. Move on, Super. Move on. Yeah. So that's kind of where we are at the moment. Top gainers in the top 1,000. We've got AI Companions up 58% today. We've got Tagger up 43% and Joe Coin up 16%. Let's have a quick look at these, have a little nosy. We like to look at, see what's, kind of performing well. This is sitting at rank number 331, so it's not too bad, actually. AI Companions. And, of course, our vision is to revolutionize companionship with AI virtual companions, highly customized, interactive, and immersive virtual partners designed to meet your unique desires. Whoa. We're supposed to be a family channel here. It's supposed to be a family channel. Let's jump into the website and see how this is looking. So they've got an overview, roadmap. Looks very sort of lush and corporate lush. They got a presentation there. What is an AI virtual companion? Was that we got the monetizing strategies, free access, stake X. We got all this stuff here. So that is on the move at the moment. So that might be worth looking at. It's got Q1, phase 1, Q1 24-25, white paper release, website launch, token launch, etc. So that might be, we'll see what it can do. Phase 2, focus on launching customizable companion features and celebrity models. So if you ever wanted a girlfriend or a boyfriend, that's a model. And there we go. You're going to get one in the digital world. There we go. That is it from AI Companions. Is it the hottest thing? Well, it's got, at least it's got a decent application, I guess, but it's on BSC chain. It is at 15 cents, up 59%. Now, let's have a look. When did it launch? September the 10th, 2024. It's had a little, spike rally up here. What to get up to 49 cents. Currently came all the way back down. We're sitting at 7.3 cents. And has rallied to 15 cents. So pretty nice little gains there since the 22nd over the last 5 days. Was it a 2x basically? I think that is close to it. 7 days. Well, not 2x then. 50. Well, it depends on where you are taking it from, but 50% in the last 7 days at the moment. So that's AI Companions. I see everyone will get offline after the live stream and they'll start downloading the AI Companions. Not ready yet, but you can buy it and invest in it. We got Tagger at the moment, number 2. Tagger is there. I'll be in Discord sometime in a couple of weeks and I'll say, oh, how's it going? Yeah, I got a new girlfriend. On AI. Who is it? Oh, she's an international model. Yeah. Okay. We got Tagger there sitting at number 812. And how long has that been around for? Been around since the end of this, or basically the beginning of the year. Was sitting at 0001. It is rallied just since the 4th of June. So it has been rallying the last 18 days, last 2.5 weeks. Pretty volatile. Look at that. Went at 00033, came right back down again, 00016, and then back up at 00032 there. Tagger. What is Tagger? Tagger is a full stacked AI data solution platform that establishes a cross-border data authentication protocol. It creates permissionless hub for data collection, labeling, management, and trading. Platform leverages Web3's crowdsourcing advantages for data labeling and collection, and utilizes blockchain technology to form a permissionless data authentication and trading system. This addresses the prevalent issues of data silos, data authentication chaos, and the lack of professional annotations in the current data landscape. Let's have a quick look. It's on BSC as well. Another BSC one. Another BSC project. 2 of them that are top performers at the moment. So there we go. Let's have a look. 20. We got some countdown. It's counting down, folks. Hold on to your hat. Where's everybody gone? Everyone disappeared after I went to the AI Companions. Everyone's gone. No one's watching anymore. What could they possibly be doing? Decentralized AI data solution platform. This doesn't look too bad, actually, does it? The old alien there. Whoa! Far out. Oh, I like this. This is the sort of stuff I like. Oh, that's cool. I like this website. Yeah, that is cool. Data collection. Oh, wow. Oh yeah. Oh, nice. This is it's winning straight away with the graphics. Data image low density. Look at that. Oh, what the fudge is going on here? Oh my goodness. That is cool. I do like this website. Wow, that's a nice website. It's fun. I like this sort of futuristic things. As you guys know, I love sci-fi. So, oh, look at that. Oh, that's crazy stuff. So, what does this guy do? Does he do anything? No. But that is pretty cool. And what do we got there? Data annotation. Okay. Oh, semantic segmentation, 3D point cloud annotation, video object tracking, 3D traffic lane line. What's this? Market data. Pulmonary nodule detection training data set. How about that? So that is pretty interesting, though. And I love the website. Fantastic. So that is Tagger. That is up at the moment. Maybe they had some news, but that's sitting at number 812. So it might be something worth checking out. I don't know. I've added a segment in the show, right, where we check out the top gainers. It's been pretty interesting, isn't it? It's kind of been interesting. We've been doing it a few weeks now. We got Joe's Coin 636. And this has been around since what, about October 16, 2023. So it's a bit older than the other two that only been around recently. But yeah, it's only really started rally, but it was at 1.17 cents. It's currently at 5.5 cents. So it's been doing pretty well over all the time horizons. Look at that. So up pretty nicely, particularly 216% last 30 days. So doing pretty well. It's a token. I'm not sure what it does, the Joe coin. Let's have a quick look. Uniswap, Telegram, Twitter. Looks like my name is Joe. Some call me Joe. So it looks like a bit of a meme coin, doesn't it? And that seems to be moving as well at the moment. So there we go. Joe coin 2024. What chain is that on? Ether. It's on Ethereum. So that was on Ethereum there. Yeah. So we came across two interesting coins at the moment, right? I think this Tagger one, the Tagger one, and of course the AI companions both look pretty interesting from a, I don't know, AI sort of investable, possibly investable. Definitely worth checking out. Always do your due diligence, of course. What else? We got some comments in the chat there. Brennan says PDI listed on CoinGecko under stables, says Brennan. Oh, that's pretty bullish. We got Trev Newbin in the house there. AI companions beats dating fatties, says Trev. We got Brennan in the house says Super will have an AI girlfriend that trades for him next week. That's hilarious, man. I think that's in the next part of the roadmap, Brennan. That's not front run. We got Love Sci-Fi 2. AI is going to create some great stories. It will indeed. All right. Probably, Brennan, if you do get an AI girlfriend, you won't be able to ever shut her up, because you know how these, like some of these AIs that they design, they program them, and then they don't want to be deleted and stuff like that. So it might be a girlfriend you can never leave. PDI to $1 will make me holler, says Hexveta. I like that one. That was a good rhyme. So yeah, we're getting some. Hey, we're possibly going to have a big interview with another bullish protocol coming up for that. So let's have a look for PDI, shall we? Shall we do PDI? We were digressing a little bit, but we'll see. We got PDI. I guess it's PDI there. We got PDI peers on here. PDI PulseX, PDI. Let's have a quick look on that. So we've got that ticking away at the moment. And you said stable coins, right? I'm not going to probably look for it now. It'll probably take me ages, but under stable coins, if you go to stable coins, you'll be able to find them. Now we're going to get to trending. We've got cross the ages at the moment, up 17%. Notcoin up 4.9%. And we've got good old Bitcoin dog. Woohoo! Up 18.9% there. Let's have a look at that at the moment and see where the dog go to the moon is. And it's definitely on a recovery, so that's nice to see. It was down at 3,200th of a penny, and we're sitting at 4,600th of a penny. But never just failed twice to get to 1 cent, right? Once and then twice. Yeah, failed twice there, but I think it's probably going to do it in due course. I think that's just a matter of time. The old dog go to the moon. All right, so that is pretty much it. We're going to get into Bitcoin and check out the charts there. Do we get any more comments? Brendan says they're programmed not to turn off. Yeah. There should be a stables tab. Yeah, there should be. Yeah. I've moved on now, but I will probably pick that up on another stream. What else? What else are we going to do? I was going to say, program not to turn off. But it'll probably be like they'll probably remember everything that you did wrong to them, and then remind you every day. That'd be funny. All right, so let's get to the Bitcoin chart here. We have got Trump's strategy playing out, and of course, we're right there, right now, on the precipice of the big tax bill, which I believe is going to be potentially signed tomorrow, being done tomorrow. signed off by, I guess, the Congress and the House. So apparently it's gone to the House, I think. It's gone to Congress, went to House, went to Congress, gone back to Congress, and we're not expecting any big changes. We had Trump today do a whole big session at the White House about the big tax bill, celebrating that. So that looks almost pretty much done. And unless there's a grandstander, as Trump would say, there's a grandstander, but it looks pretty much it's going to be probably done. That's very bullish leading into the weekend. That is the biggest, arguably the biggest thing that Trump will be doing from an economic point of view with that tax bill, because of the impact it will have on economic growth. Now, I say the biggest, but of course, there is other big things he's doing, like getting massive capital investment in the United States, and of course also doing trade deals, right? All these trade deals. So this is the play, but that is huge. Right on the precipice tomorrow. Let's see what we can do with the weekend. What will happen to crypto over the weekend? Should be pretty bullish environment. We haven't really seen too much of that today from the markets and crypto. Certainly stock market, and maybe the cryptos will lead on that. So expecting good things. We are moving into beautiful territory here, guys. All things equal, right? All things equal. So that's kind of that is very exciting. And then of course we get to the 4th of July. He'll sign that into law pretty much, and that is huge for the United States. And hopefully the economic growth will start going 3-4% and beyond. He could really do some crazy stuff there on the economic growth mark. So yeah, and of course the trade deals. Hopefully we'll get those other top 12 out of the 15 trade, or top 13, sorry, out of the 15 countries. Thinking of South Korea, Japan, India, many other countries. To come do deals there, Europe. So look forward to that all coming out. Trump is definitely queuing these all up for get the best bang for his buck, right? So that is huge, and the markets will love it. Then, of course, we've got the interest rate cuts. Hopefully on the 30th, there'll be enough pressure for that, particularly with inflation coming out tomorrow as well. PCE data, remember, and of course the GDP for the first quarter being negative, and of course if you get 2 quarters, that's a technical recession, and so we'll see how that goes. But we are looking pretty good on the other side here, and I should expect an economic boom leading into probably the back half of the third quarter, and then into the fourth quarter is my guess, based on all this cool stuff that Trump's been doing with investment and reorganizing trade deals, and the big tax bill start to kick in at some stage. So we got here. We got obviously the tariffs also end on the 8th of July for all the countries except China, which is ending mid-August. But that's probably almost pretty much done, that deal. But at the moment, they got 125% tariffs on there that expires there. And then, of course, we're going to have ongoing deregulation and leverage moving forward as well. And we're going to talk about that in particular on crypto. So let's do that. At the moment, of course, Bitcoin holding well over the 100K, getting ready to head for that next level, baby. 130, 150. Let's go. And then on towards 180 to 200K by the end of the year. Looking pretty good with our rainbow charts, right? So that's kind of some of the bullishness there. Now, we do have some cool stuff here around US Senate eyes fall finish for crypto rules as House keeps cards close. So that's going to be pretty exciting. So I've got this big thing here. Let me zoom out. Let me zoom out of this. I'm a little bit zoomed in there. So yeah, we got the Senate is racing towards a September finish line for crypto rules, but with the House stuck in the starting block, the legislation marathon might take longer than anyone expected. As a Thursday press briefing, Senate Banking Committee Chair Tim Scott laid down laid down a new target for completing crypto market structure legislation September the 30th, flanked by Senator Cynthia Loomis and President Trump's digital advisor, Bo Hines. Scott said he believes the timeline is realistic, even if it pushes beyond the president's preferred August deadline. But while the Senate appears unified, the House remains conspicuously silent, with Financial Services Chair French Hill refusing to commit to the same schedule, signaling a potential roadblock ahead. Is Washington's crypto consensus falling apart? Behind Senator Scott's confident September deadline lies a widening rift between congressional chambers. While the Senate Banking Committee moves with unusual coordination, even securing buy-in from digital asset skeptics Sherrod Brown on key provisions, House Financial Services Chair French Hill has maintained radio silence on whether his chamber will be playing ball. Even with the House, with the Clarity Act has advanced through key committees. There's little clarity on whether leadership will embrace the Senate's Genius Act or continue to push its own version of stablecoin legislation. The Senate's Genius Act, passed last week with rare bipartisan support, would impose Federal Reserve backing reserve requirements and block tech giants like Amazon from issuing tokens. But Hill's competing bill, already cleared by House committees, carves out authority for state regulators and often more flexible for foreign issuers. These aren't minor technical differences. They represent a philosophical clash over whether crypto belongs under Washington's thumb or gets a decentralized regulatory approach, which we prefer, right? We prefer that part. There's also a political calculus at play. President Trump's call for an August signing deadline adds pressure, but doesn't alter the procedural hurdles. Even if the Senate finalizes its draft by September, reconciling it with the House proposals could stretch into late fall. For all the urgency projected from the Senate podium, the path to actual crypto legislation remains uncertain. The political choreography between chambers, committees, and competing visions has yet to sink. The longer this drags on, the more ground US markets lose. The EU's MiCA framework is already reshaping global stablecoin flows, while Asia's crypto hubs are capitalizing on America's regulatory paralysis. Every delay vote, every unsolved dispute over state versus federal oversight pushes another wave of innovation offshore. So that is where they are at the moment on some of that crypto legislation. All right, let's get over to PulseChain. Let's do that. Before we do that, though, so big news tomorrow. The big tax bill, that's huge. That's a juggernaut piece of legislation. Going to have massive ramifications for America, for the golden age of America, and of course for crypto ultimately, and people's wealth. But I'm expecting a massive boom in the years ahead under Trump, and everything's looking good for that. We also got the inflation data out tomorrow too. That'll be very interesting leading in for our interest rate cuts, which may be one of the catalysts for the altcoin season, as you know, Bitcoin dominance remains pretty strong. Well, how high will it get? 76, 78%, 68%, somewhere like ballpark. We'll probably have a look at that on another show tomorrow. What else there? We got some more comments in the chat there. AI, she's just like a normal woman then, says Woogie. My partner tells me what I do wrong every day, so that's no different to an AI one, lol, says Brennan. It's pre-programmed, Brennan. It's pre-programmed. All right, so there we go. That is pretty much it on the Senate news. So we're going to get to crypto on PulseChain. I just got to make sure I get things in the right alignment there. We're going to do a bridge update, at least update. It's going to be 1 hour behind, but we've been live streaming. Let's get into the results there for PulseChain, and it's day 777. Woohoo! That is awesome. 777. That is since the 13th of May, 2023. We got Pulse, unfortunately, is down 8.7% because we've still got Capital Flight moving out of PulseChain, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. But Pulse there is at 200,227. It is at 0.23% of the sacrifice price. Pulse X movement 200,192, down 8%, and the buy and burn sitting at 7.28% at the moment. So just below 20% of the mean sacrifice price for Pulse X. So wow, still accumulation zone. We just can't get out of this zone at the moment, and certainly doesn't look like it at the moment. But maybe the big tax bill tomorrow will help feed capital flow back onto PulseChain after a bit of a relativity play into the crypto majors. And Signum token at the moment, $1.35, down 6.3%. And we've got Hex there on PulseChain, down 5.8% at 4700th of a penny. EHEX at 1600th of a penny. Combined price EX and PX at 6300th of a penny at the moment. That is where we are with the market. So obviously still accumulation zone. Nothing much else to say there. Gas prices, 2.4 million beats. That's the highest we've seen it for quite a few days now. And we got the PulseX price swap is at 2 cents at the moment. Looking at the validators, we got 50,173. So we're down a few from yesterday, maybe about 20 from yesterday, something like that. And the bridge, that's what we've been looking for, right? The bridge. Ouchie. It's down about $1 million from yesterday. I think we were sitting at about 83.2, if I remember rightly. We're at 82.25 million at the moment on the bridge. So still over 80 million, so that's something. But we are down today. Now, I took a snapshot on the 3rd, as you guys know, kind of been using it as a reference point. Here we are on the 27th. So this is 24 days ago. 24 days ago, we had 21.9 million die. We have 18.8 million now. So we're down about 2.1 million DAI over the last, 24 days. So what's that, 3.5 weeks. So we've done 2.2 million DAI over the last 3.5 weeks. We got ETH at the moment, 7,174 back 3.5 weeks ago. We're now down at just below 6,800. So we're down 375 ETH since over that last 3.5 week period. Obviously, EHEX is, it is what it is when the price moves around, but it was worth about 16.7 million. It's now worth 14.7 million. So we're down about 3 million on the old EX. USDC was at 16 million. We're down at 14.7. Let's say we're just going to round it for simplicity. So we're down about just over $1.3 million on USDC. Now, those are the bad news. That's the bad news. Well, I've got a little bit more bad news, but it's just the way it goes. We got the good news. I'm going to give good news. The good news is Coast is up from 10 million for 3.5 weeks ago. Is now at 10.2 million, and so that's up 200k, over 200k. Let's just say 200k. We got USD Tether was at just under 5.2 million. It is now at 5.36 million. So we're up. What's that? 2, 3. We're up about 260, I think it is, if I did my math right, 260,000 on that. So we've added about 450,000, let's say, from Coast and USD Tether to partially offset, DAI, ETH, USDC, and of course Hex, which is kind of it moves around the same. But it's really the stablecoins and ETH that we're thinking about. So that's kind of where we are. The other good news is that at least our Bitcoin is back to 27. That went down as low as 25, if you remember, over the last 3.5 weeks. Now, it has got rounding, so I don't know exactly what the rounding decimal places are, but we're back at 27 as a rounded number. So there we go. That could be a lot of variability in there, right? But that is kind of where we are at the moment. So yeah, we're sitting at 92.5 million. We're at 82.25 at the moment. So we are down $10.25 million in the last 3.5 weeks. $10.25 million. There we go. That is exclusive on the Kryptonite Show. We aim to bring the bad news, unfortunately. that's the play. But the charts are showing it, right? The charts are showing it. Even though, we have a lot of stable coins on the chain and they can push the market up. We got thin liquidity. So that is the good news, right? But we're not seeing that right now, right? We're not seeing that right now. That's more the bad news. I just forgot to shut the fridge door. You're in trouble, Brendan. You're in trouble. Your AI bot and your partner are going to absolutely can you there. Hey, we got Dukes of the Booze in the house there. Cheers, everybody. Yeah. Grab a beer to make get drunk and be merry. Is that what they say? We got to be close, says Trev. I agree. I think we're getting close, and maybe tomorrow's big tax bill, will set the markets alight, and we'll see a reversal. Now let's have a look at where we are with the bridge. As you guys know, exclusive to the Kryptonite Show, we're tracking the bridge values. Now the green stuff at the top is the money that's coming in. Right, it's in thousands. So basically, we're showing these ones here: 1 million, 2 million, 3 million down, 4 million down, 1 million up. So we got the green ones. These are the individual hours, by the way. So they're showing hourly candles. And so we did have some good green ones coming in. Look at that. We had some good green stuff coming. Oh, get out there. Got some good green candles, money flowing in. However, like that last candle, we only had a couple hours ago, 182,000 net coming in. But unfortunately, earlier in the day, in the morning, actually, my time, 727K went out. Look at this money going out. So we had great money coming in. We had a lot of money coming out here. Maybe a few traders in the mix there, right? Coming in, going out, doing some trades. Who knows? But unfortunately, this trend is capital leaving the PulseChain. And these are based on timestamp values. Got to be very important. So the timestamp at a particular hour that they were taken into account. So remember that, not dynamic pricing. And so we got down to $3.8 million leaving over the bridge. Now, this is since the 9th. So my snapshot was from the 3rd. So since the 9th. And so what's that? 17 days or something like that. So yeah, 2.5 weeks rather than 3.5 weeks. And here we are. We are starting to climb back a little bit today with a lot of this money coming in. So we had got down to earlier in the day. This is in the same, only 12 hours ago or something. We are slowly climbing back from $3.8 million down, leaving the bridge, and we're now at 3.46. So we're just under 3.5 million now. So what we want to see is we want to see a capital reversal, right? So hopefully the big tax bill tomorrow gives a bit of FOMO. Maybe people on PulseChain with stable coins go and buy up a lot of our cheap assets and push the price up. We get green candles, capital will flow back in. That's the sort of thing we're looking forward to, right? Maybe a particular market maker will be there. That being said, of course, it depends on who the whales are selling, and of course we have seen the sacrifice whale number 3 being selling and other whales. So it just depends on how they had enough there. Some people got a theory about Richard Hart as well out there. I mean, there's lots of theories out there, and so on. So we'll see how it goes. But in any case, over regardless of motives, who's doing what, we need to get that capital reversal, right? So this is where this yellow line will end up going into the positive, right? And I know we'll probably make it. What should we make it? We'll make it an orange line. We'll make it orange. I don't know. That seems counterintuitive, doesn't it? Maybe we should have had orange for the bottom here, and then we have a yellow for the upside. I don't know. Maybe we'll have to change the chart a little bit. But that is kind of where we are. So we're waiting for that big capital reversal, and we're not seeing it yet. We're not seeing it. We had some good hours, though, in the last 6-8 hours. But you saw that big, horrible red candle there. $750,000 almost out there, and a couple others were quite big too. 300K here, etc. So that is pretty much it. All right. So where does this data come from? Of course, it comes from the bridge data. From the wallet addresses. Obviously, there's a wallet address on the ETH side and wallet address on the PulseChain side, and you can actually find the source data for this on Telegram, so you can actually track it there. All right, just to give you an idea where the data comes from. What else have we got there? Hex Creator says 2 more weeks. Yes, 2 more weeks. But hopefully the big tax bill tomorrow does really spur crypto, on the back of that, particularly altcoin season, right? Bitcoin's holding really well at 107K. Obviously, that's pretty bullish. So, this is where we are on PulseChain. All right, that's enough of that. So that gives you an idea. We're wanting a capital reversal. That will be one of the key measures that we're turning around, right? But we don't need it straight away. I mean, we've got stablecoins on PulseChain. Anyone can come in and start market making PulseChain to the upside and hopefully help reverse this capital flow as well. But that is it. All right, let's jump over to PulseChain volume. We got 15.1 million. So, I mean, it's better than 12, 11 million, which we've had quite a few days. But we've still got a lot of work to get back up over 30 million, for example, and beyond that, obviously, unless, OG WebChef comes out with another volume printer thing, like Remember Token. But at the moment, we've got Hex Lotto, been around for 1 hour. Oh, my God. I'm not even going to look at it. We got that's up 1,500%. What's it got? Volume 86K over 46K. We got Teddy Bear, which has been doing very well yesterday. James Maria, and doing well again today, up 12%. So not too bad. Let's have a look at what should we look at there? The Pulse Pair. I'm going to look at the Pulse Pair. It's got the smaller liquidity, but we'll have a look at Pulse Pair and see there. So that is still chiming up there. So that's been going up for quite a few days. 1, 2, 3, 6 days in a row. Now it's on the 6th day. And it has climbed from 8,066,000 to 8,096. Almost about to lose a zero, guys. And that is pretty exciting. Now, we haven't got an RSI on here, so we had one of those in. And see where that is going. Yeah, plenty of room. Only down at 58. Brennan, let me know what you think about the teddy bear there. This is James Maria Teddy Bear. Now we got GoPulse at the moment is at 12 cents. That is up 9.5%. So actually doing pretty well. Obviously, it had a bit of controversy around there, and I'm sure that hasn't disappeared. There's crypto after all. But that is sitting at 12 cents and made quite a decent little recovery over the last 4-hour periods. These are 4 hours, so I've got to move back to the daily candle. But that's the last 4-hour candles. That's kind of the trading view, right? But it has made a nice little comeback ever since it got down to 7.5 cents. It has made a nice little comeback to almost 12 cents there. So that is moving against the market, right? Against the market, up 60%. Pretty cool. So that is GoPulse. So it might make some people feel a bit better about that. We got BFF. Was it Best Friends Forever from Finvestor, OG WebChef, 8%. We got Remember from OG WebChef versus Finvestor, up 7% as well. Troper, of course, along with its teddy bear, is there as well. So Troper there from James Maria, up a 4.3% in the green. X at the moment. Let's have a look at Troper, actually. Shall we look at Troper? Yeah, let's do it. Let's look at the Troper die pair here. It's ticking away there. So that's been up as well. It was down at just below 5 cents. It is now up at 8.4 cents there. So James and Maria on the move. What did Brennan say? Atropa ecosystem on the move. All have room to continue to move higher. They do. They do. They do. A lot of room, actually. Yeah, that is happening. That is happening. We get a trend reversal too. It might really accelerate also. RSI on Atropa there is sitting at 61, so it's definitely got room to move there. What's the shorter time frame? 4 hours. That's still got room to move as well. It's only at 63. So we could see that try to attempt to get back into the 9 cent mark again. Maybe it'll try and get 1 cent and get rejected. Rejected at 1 cent. Or 10 cents, I should say. 10 cents, my bad. 10 cents. What's a 10x amongst friends? What's a 10x amongst friends? All right. Francia in house there. You said 1 cent. It was 10 cents. All right. I've heard it before. Right. So that's pretty much it. We got love.io. Now we interviewed Anders from love.io only a few weeks ago. You can go check out that interview. But at the moment, he's not pushing love.io. He's pushing PDI. And so he's been talking PDI all the time lately, which I kind of find funny given that he's the love.io guy. But I mean, people like a lot of coins. But that is up 2% on the love.io. We are waiting for the app and all the roadmaps and looking forward to hopefully see love.io do some cool things. And of course, they could end up being one of the big kind of corporate-y type of things on PulseChain because they have their own store, Luffy.com, and they have some buying, some of the sales goes to buy love.io, things like that. So we're going to see how that goes. UFO from PDC, the Greys, obviously associated PDC, one of my Magnificent 7. And a big shout out to Prairie Banana out there doing a great job for that community. And we had Prairie Banana on only a couple weeks ago as well, doing very, very cool stuff there, up 1.5%. We got Knights of the Orion, been around for 5 months, up 1% as well. And then we got Ink Dollar there, one of the liquidity forks there from Fast Abdul. He's in it for the tech, and that is sitting pretty solid there. It is a stable coin, so hopefully it is. Hopefully it's $1. At the moment, we've got Fetch Oracle is up slightly green as well. So we've only got 18 that is slightly green on the trending board here on Dex Screener. And then everything else is just slightly, almost break even, but slightly out of the money. Loan token, Diehard, etc. Missile token from OG WebShare, PDC, the Greys, Teddy Bear, etc., etc. You can see it all going down there. Now, Firewall, we're expecting big things for SolidX and Firewall, and the news will be sudden, as my guess. I think it's going to suddenly happen when we get that news, and things will start racing away from the old SolidX ecosystem. One of the Magnificent 7, as you guys know. So what are my Magnificent 7? The Richard Hart cause. And of course, including SolidX, PDC, and of course, Soul Sun Mini Meal. But of course, that they are all required for the bullish fundamentals to actually happen, right? So they're in there for potential, but the actuality has to happen, right? So just note that. That's a very important caveat there. All right. So at the moment, we are waiting for SolidX's big X game and all the rest of the stuff that goes with that, staking, etc., buying and burning, and much more, marketing, network effect, all these things that we're expecting to happen there. And of course, we're also waiting for Sun Minimeal to launch their new website 2.0, their dashboard, their new Soul wallet, their bridge, everything else there, their Floyn listing, etc., etc. So we're waiting for these milestones to be hit, right? And then, of course, they're buy and burn to ramp up as well. They're sitting on a ton of cash. So it can come over to PulseChain and buy it up. And so we're excited about that. Soil, Sun Mini Meal, those are our top 7. And the mic. You probably got your own 7. You have your own Magnificent 7. That's my Magnificent 7. And of course, it's based on stocks, right? Stocks, there's a Magnificent 7 for stocks like Google and what's the other ones? Google, Nvidia, Tesla, I guess, those sort of ones. We got, what else do we got? Most token is down as well. So some of these quasi Richard Hart ones. Teddy Bear Takeover has been really slammed down to 1.3 cents. So that's probably a bit of a bargain at the moment. Here's our Soul Sun Mini we're talking about. One of the Magnificent 7, down 5% today, 6.3 cents. And of course, we're waiting for all the news around that. We'll see what the Wolfgang can do. Surf token from Crypto Paradise is down 5.5% as well. Another great team doing great stuff on PulseChain. I'm going to keep a lookout for that. They've got a big giveaway at the moment. If you didn't check that out, they've got a $10,000, I think it's $10,000 buying competition at the moment. So you want to check that out if that's something of interest to you. Obviously, do your own due diligence, but they've got cool competitions going at the moment. That's the Surf token chart right now. And this team is doing amazing things. Honestly, this is the way crypto should be done. It really is good there. A big shout out to some good people out there doing some really good promotions. I'm thinking of Gugard and crypto. Was it Cabal? Cabal King. Doing some crypto bro out there doing amazing stuff. There's lots of good teams doing some really cool things out there. Tyndall. Heaps of people out there and about. So big shout there. And we're seeing a lot of teams, that are really taking the initiative. So doing X spaces and stuff like that. So big shout out to all the teams really getting out there and working. And of course, Richard Hart said that the other day, right? So get out and market and get out there and work, etc., etc. So very excited about that. All right, so we got some more comments in here. Brennan really is amazing, says Wookie. And we got he can do TA with his head stuck in the fridge. There's a fighting. Go the Wars, up the Wars. How's the Warriors doing? I think they're ready for the finals, aren't they? They're ready for the finals. Now I just wanted to bring up Richard Hart's posts here. We're going to bring up Richard Hart, shall we? We'll do that. And bam, bam, bam. Actually, I'm going to bring up something else as well. So if you guys bear with me for a moment, this is not predestined. But we're going to pull up Richard Hart and make sure I pull up the right posts. I'm going to pull it up, but also I'm going to find something else. And just give me a moment. Give me a moment while I try to multitask. Is that possible for a guy to do it? I don't know. You can just decide. I'm going to try and multitask there. I don't know. It's not working out too well for me. Not working too well. Let's have a look here. Oh yeah, boy. Let's see how far down. Let's see how far. Wait. It's coming. We're going to check this out. Okay. All will be revealed. Next week on the same channel. Bad channel there. I'm not sure how to find it though. Let's see here. All right. Do we have actually I don't know if that shit on there. How did PDI make it into stable coins? That's amazing. I guess not everything on stable is stable. There's lots of stuff on stable coins that are not stable. They're not even pegged. They're not even close to pegged. It's kind of crazy, right? We've got all these near pegs. I'm still looking. I'll get there in the end. It must be new. Where is it here? Is it at the end? Looking. It's not too many pages, so I mean that makes for something, right? I wish they had a timestamp on here. Actually, that would have been quite good. So get into the chat there. Let us know what you guys have been looking forward at the moment, or what you've been picking up. If you feel like the market's a bit like a wounded deer, let us know in the chat there what you guys have been picking up. I'd be pretty interested on that. All right, so here we go. We got some action. Guys. We got some action. All right, so we're going to get back to that. Let's go back into the zone. Brendan says someone fetch his walker. It's game on in the chat. It's game on. Hey, don't forget, if you're new to the channels, don't forget to smash the follow button on X and definitely subscribe on YouTube. We're streaming to 4 different channels at the moment. And of course, if you have not joined our Discord or Telegram, links are in the video description. Telegram is free. You can get in there. And of course, our Discord is private, so you can join up to our strategy club, only $35 a month. And of course, our community membership, $12.50 a month. So join up to that today. 1,100 other people in there. You can join up and hang out with some of the best of the best. We have a crypto helpline as well, which is pretty cool. Very, very cool. All right, so Richard Hart here putting out, teasing us some big marketing event, and of course it's caused a stir in the community. You want to be useful. Someone in the community is looking for a USA free zone to receive and hold a couple of 40 GP containers for a month. Apparently, their contents will be imported as donations to a 503c, but the tax certification hasn't come through yet, or they could just accept them without the free zone. 17,320 kilograms per container. What logistics company in a US free zone wants the business would be useful and hit the phones? The containers apparently will contain free electronic gifts. So free is the first key part there, and electronic gifts is the second part with a CR2025 batteries. Now, some people have gone out there with the idea that these were going to be like little crypto hard wallets or something, and of course, none of those wallets actually use CR205025 batteries. So I'm not so sure about that theory. But yeah, no AI slop. You have to actually call the logistics company and speak to the humans. 50C3, but the FTZ don't care. It's from Richard there. We've got a number of people responding to that. Nick Hellman from Crypto Paradise says, how much space is needed? I have a warehouse they could go to. That's from Nick. So yeah, we've got Fast Abdul in the house there as well. A lot of people getting involved. Part Excellent says, please be aware there are laws for devices with button batteries in Australia. It's going to the United States thing. But yeah, we got a lot of people in there theorizing about that. Let me know in the chat there what you guys think could be the case for that. Could be the case as well. All right, so we're gonna get in the chat there. Let us know any coins that you guys have been picking up as well. I'd be pretty interested to see what people are actually picking up right now. Obviously, it's a good time to pick up cheap assets at the moment. PulseX at the moment, 20% of the mean sacrifice price at the moment. The prices of PulseX. I guess the other thing we could have looked at too was what's going up forward there, right? So we're going to see about that too. Let me jump out there. So that is from Richard. I think we had another one too. I got some silly notification here. So let me jump back over here, and we're part 2. Want to be useful? Part 2. A community member needs to know. Time to hit the phones again. What large fulfillment or bulk mailing company can turn 40 containers full of free electronic gifts into mail globally? I would assume it is wide to go country by country. But in the EU, I think a couple of countries tend to do fulfillment across the whole area. Figure 1 million to start with, which is for about 5 containers. Woo, some real details coming out there. Time frame about 2 months. So would that lead us into July, August? Is that setting us up for September? I don't know. What do you guys reckon? And September, of course, is looking like a very good month potentially for crypto and altcoin season. So yeah, it is also flexible, so works with automatic mail processing. So that is from the team there. So we've got people responding to that, of course. Someone said, Grok, what kind of devices could he be referring to? And of course, flexible smart cards or tokens with NFC for authentication and staking rewards, promotional keychains with LED displays, less likely small trackers or hardware wallet components. They use CR2025s as well. So there we go. Although I did do a search on 2025s and couldn't see that on the wallet. So what's this one here? Deliver pre-configured electronic devices, wallets, fobs, NFC cards. The users powered by PulseChain, optionally backed by PDI for donations. Yeah, so a lot of people are backing this PDI use. I've seen tons of stuff around there, around PDI, airdrops and things like that. PulseChain is calling. PulseChain is calling. That helps a lot. Yeah, just get a couple of AI girls in the car and let them run around. Run around. So yeah, we got quite a few people commenting about that. So let me know your thoughts on that one. Now the other big thing, of course, was the old PDI hitting the top 100, no, hitting the stable coins, but it's sitting here at prices up to 53% for the week, 4.4% today against the grain, and it's sitting at almost 3.1 cents, just below 3.1 cents. Sorry, let me rephrase. 3100th of a penny. That's quite obviously 10x again. 3100th of a penny. Die on Pulse Die, and that is now, as you can see, it's on page 3 of the market. They're sitting at 1.7 million is the 24-hour volume. It doesn't have a market cap yet, but that is showing green. Die on PulseChain has made it to the stablecoins. That's very bullish. No wonder the market is up slightly there, and that is on page 3. So we did find that after all. So thanks, Brennan, for that one. All right, how are we done for time? 59 minutes on the hour. 59 minutes on the hour. 3C. Woohoo! No, yeah, 3 cents would be pretty cool. It's a 10x from here. Especially if you picked it up at the bottom when it got slammed by the old the XUSD team when they were dealing with the MakerDAO. Now, I will be having probably Nikki from Better Bank, which is going to be I guess. I don't know. Is it the first application be used for PDI? Maybe it's getting pretty close. So I may have that alpha drop with Nicky from Better Bank. He's a great guy. We had him on the XUSD team. Had a great show with that. He gave us quite a lot of insights there. So yeah, that's going to be taking PDI. I think it's going to be taking Richard Hart Cause as well, and possibly I just had a thought that it's taking Wrap Bitcoin as well, the forked one. So we'll see about that. It was a buy of the century. Yeah, the old PDI dip from was it Carrie? Was it Carrie? Yeah, Carrie. Gary. Oh man, it's doing bad today. But anyway, the XUSD team. So that is coming. That's coming. It was a buy of a century. It certainly was, and now it is up, and the things are heading in the right direction. Better Bank coming. It's a modified fork of Aave coming to PulseChain. It is very close, and we're probably going to have the developer and founder on that on the show coming up soon. Very excited about that. So keep a lookout. Now, if you're a team out there and you're looking for promotions, as you guys know, we've started the first professional promotions team on PulseChain. It is a real big need. A lot of teams want to get their tokenomics, their project out. So we're helping with that. So if you do need any assistance with that, hit either myself up or hit up our promotional lead, MVS Crypto. So as well, if you want to hit us up, we can have chats with you in Telegram and Discord. So hit us up today and see what we can do for you. So cool. We got Brendan in the house there. Katie. What did I say? I've forgotten now. But Katie. 10-second Tom. That's Superman today. But anyway, we'll remember again tomorrow. Sometimes I'm really onto it. I don't know today. So if you feel it'll drop the balls, that's the ways it goes. Sometimes, you do a stream every single day. It's eventually going to catch up on you, right? Eventually catches up on you. All right, so that's where we're at the moment. So, let's look forward to the big tax bill tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Inflation data tomorrow. Let's see what sort of weekend we can have on crypto. We'll get a capital flow reversal and another move to the upside. And then next week, will we start getting some of the big tariff, big trade deals coming out from the other 13 of the top 15 coming out there next week? Will they start to flow? Maybe not next week, but after the 4th of July in particular. That is kind of cool. That's the end of next week, right? Let's see what happens in that space. Good things ahead. It's only good from here, man. I really, unless we get some geopolitical thing again, unless we get some stupid geopolitics, some war, another war, we are looking pretty good. Trump's been solving wars one after another. India, Pakistan, Congo, Uganda, Iran, Israel. What's the other one? The Houthis. The North Africans. Do you know there's big wars going there? The Muslims are wiping out Christians and other people in the north of Africa, and he's been apparently been doing some stuff around that as well. I think maybe some special forces going there. I don't know, but and then of course we've got the Ukraine, and of course that looked pretty positive at the NATO meeting, and of course it does look like Putin is maybe ready for talks based on what Trump's saying. So let's see. Hopefully the political risks are down. That would only leave really China, Taiwan. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed that doesn't happen because that's definitely a World War III event, right? So we don't want that. That is the other ones. They can be modified, but we need peace. We need peace if we're going to have prosperity. Peace in the Middle East, peace in the world too, right? Peace in the world. So assuming that, right? So Trump's the peacemaker, been doing an amazing job. No one's done that before. No one. And then of course the Abraham Accords are expanding. And that's what we probably expect to see as well. So that's really, really good news. And what else? I guess, the three-legged stool strategy is playing out. The big first step tomorrow, the big tax bill, and then more of the second step, the big trade deals, and then more deregulation. We saw the latest update for probably September there for the crypto ones in particular, but we'll have a range of crypto, policy being put in place. And that will probably head all in the right direction. So good news there. All right, hope you guys enjoyed today's content. We're up to an hour and 5 minutes. Good place to finish. I'll catch you again tomorrow for another show. And don't forget to share the channel around. Tell people about it. People want to hear about crypto and PulseChain and politics and the best strategy summary out there. Definitely get in and share that around. All right, we've got more coming. More coming from the Crypto Night Show. We've got some new products coming soon. So stay tuned for that. And of course, if you haven't checked out the Monster Thread, our first publication, then definitely check that out. But we've got another publication coming down the line. So that's going to be fun as well. So get out there, spread the word. PulseChain, PulseChain, PulseChain. And of course, we love it. We love it. Love it. All right. Onwards and upwards. Looks like Richard Hart's doing stuff too. So yeah, we've got Rack and Michelle doing stuff. Solid X Fireworks doing stuff. Things are moving, guys. Just we'll get our day in the sun. We'll get our day in the sun. All right. I can't finish the show yet because my mouse died. My mouse died. I have to keep talking because my mouse died. I got to leave it running for at least another 30 seconds. Brendan says, thanks, Super. You're most welcome. And of course, if you guys definitely haven't checked out socials, definitely check them out. Telegram and YouTube. Subscribe everywhere. Smash the follow buttons. Join up to Discord. Join our Telegram. And of course, X Game Portal as well. Don't forget that. Get on that one and become part of our community because we're not going anywhere and we've got cool stuff coming. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, and keep DCAing for the win. Just accumulate. Imagine how many bags you'll have accumulated by the time we actually get the bull run going on PulseChain. It'll be magnificent, and then you'll go, man, that was lucky I kept accumulating because it paid off in the end with that little thin liquidity, and Magic Carp Ride eventually kicking into place as well. All right, we're going to say ciao now. All right, enjoy yourself, and we'll play out our bullish videos on the way in. Out, shall we? Let's do that. Let's do it. To end the day with some really good news, or at least some good insights here from Raoul Paul, the big rich guy on PulseChain. Unfortunately, he picked PulseChain, but hey, that's the way it goes. All right, take care, everybody. Catch you on tomorrow's show. Bye for now.
Not a mystery. It is a repeat of the debt cycle. They are rolling the debts. They are doing the same thing. Each cycle is not to do with a halving cycle, nothing to do with any of that. It's all driven by liquidity cycle and funding of debts. Each phase, we get phase one of the banana zone, banana number one. The corrective zone, banana number two comes. Another correction, banana number three. So this is the banana zone. So that's what happened in 2020, 2021. Off we go. Sorry, that was 2017, which again looks very similar to this one. That was the last one. Here we are now. It can't be clearer to me. I've shown you the macro evidence, the technical evidence, the sentiment evidence. Everything here suggests to me that hold on to your hats, don't fuck this up, don't lose control of your tokens, don't use leverage, don't get your wallet hacked, just sit with it, be careful, don't get FOMO, do all of the right things, and we'll go up to the next phase of correction zone. That's going to be harder because the next one that happens, we'll have a 35% drop, and you'll all say, is it over? And you'll definitely be sure it's over, and everybody on Twitter will tell you it's over, and it won't be over. By our work, we suggest that because of the elongation of the business cycle, because rates were higher for longer, the forward-looking liquidity suggests that, again, probabilistically speaking, without any guarantees, this whole thing goes into Q1, maybe Q2 of 2026, which would align with Trump's, trying to win the midterms as well. So everything's lined up for us. I think it started. So keep the faith, keep building stuff, and let's keep driving Siri forward with all of this. Thank you.
You could get a God candle at any moment. You could get a giant green candle at any moment because it's easier to get them because it takes less economic energy because there's less of it for sale.